Hey there, Ryan Kingsline here. So I'm doing this. Sunday morning is nice. It's relaxed, and I'm kind of working on a scan of one of my clay sculpts, and really trying to get past where this guy was before. So let me show you real quick. I think that's another one. Let's come in here and see if the other subtools are there. Maybe it's this one. Maybe it's this one. And here we go. You can see me here trying to play with what these rings are going to look like. And I've already sculpted these rings in clay. But I'm just not happy with where they are. And since I'm a digital guy and a traditional guy, I get the benefit of both worlds. So the benefit of both worlds, in my view, in fact, actually, I want to just real quickly write these down. I want to explain what I think are the benefits of these guys. So digital is amazing for sketching. Okay, and then also, of course, for full-fledged production. Okay, 3D printing, fitting all the pieces together, things like that. What what would I still use clay for? Well, clay is unmatched in my view for that experience and that moment. So I'm going to write it exactly like that, experience and that moment with the model. Okay, there is nothing but my finger and the tool I've got in my hand between me and clay at this point. So I've got my model. This is Michael. Michael's an amazing model. I'm able to rotate all around, so I'll be over here, and then I'll go over here, and then I'll drop him on the floor, and I'll get up, and I'll be looking from above. I'm able to move around in clay. I can't do that same thing in ZBrush because my Cintiq, quite simply, is it's not that flexible. But clay lets me get in there and capture the moment with that model, and it has all that life and vitality of that moment. But if it's just got that moment, then, if I'm looking at this entire spectrum of the possible, right, then, well, that moment, the area where in which I'm going to be working in clay may represent this really large swath here. But there's all this other stuff, potential iterations. What could those rings look like? What happens if I tweak the pose here a little bit? This is where I take what I've done in the moment and I start to expand it out. Start to get all these different iterations, all these different possibles in there. So I'm going to say that one more time, actually. It's been a while since I used the screen sharing tool. So digital allows me to expand the possible. But clay is that possible. It is that moment. So here I am. I took 3 minutes of your morning here checking this out. And this is one thing I'm working on. And then I come in here and I start to maybe play with Z-spheres. Those are actually a different size. Then I come in and let's just try one of my other iterations. I'm going to append a sphere 3D. I'm going to move that down in size. But it'd be good if I select the right tool. I am a professional. Trust me. Let's hide these. And then I can switch over to black. And then I can use things like snake hook. And I can start to pull out shapes. Right? And here I am just in 3D. I can use my insert tool. Start to create some of what that's going to look like. I can come in here and insert another one. And I can really start to play with this. And these polygons really make a difference. And start to see what this is going to look like. But then I've got these other things that I can do, other tools, not just this snake hook. And that's what I started doing this and I was like, I gotta tell people about this because it's really cool. So let me just redo the whole process so you see it. I created something like this, and then I went into geometry, I went into shadow box, right? I left it at the default resolution, it's fine, and I just hit shadow box. Okay. The key thing that you want to do is make sure that you've got something up here, something down here, because shadow box is going to come in and fill this area. It's going to be a little bit above, a little bit below. So now I can press Control, click and drag. Okay, I can turn transparency on, and I like to turn ghost off when I do it this way. And then start to play with these designs. So I'm literally playing with this in 3D, just seeing, you know, what does this potentially look like? I've got this issue with the angle of it and all of that, but this at least gives me a chance to play and see. I can still continue to adjust the shape though. And then make sure you do this on both sides. Okay, all kinds of craziness ensues. But it's pretty cool to just be able to come in and say, well, I don't know where I want this to go. But now I'm expanding my possible. The moment in which I was with the model and kind of visualizing this, now I can actually see it and make it real. So hope this was useful. It was really interesting. I'm going to get back to playing and try to figure this guy out because he's got to get out of my studio and into bronze. So good luck with all your endeavors, and I will talk to you soon.